What's going on, Bruce? How are you? You'll take a Guinness, I know, right? Let's go to... Let's wait a little bit before we get started, see how many people show up. Is the video and audio look and sound fine?
I was going to plug it in to cool it off.
Can't, there's no more USBs.
No, Lordtone is not responding to my phone calls or my emails. And I think it's because of COVID. And I've been trying to get a replacement part, but the parts I need for the lids, those, I think they're called the inner gaskets, they don't come in their online shop, so I can't just order it online. I have to call them, and they've been listening to me.
Yeah, you can't order anything from the website either. So it's kind of we just got to kind of wait and see when this COVID shit is over, what's going to happen, I guess.
But I have big plans, and you'll get Wonderstone and get some done. So.
Yeah, we should have plenty of Wonderstone.
We have like a 10-gallon bucket of Wonderstone.
For anybody wondering, I'm drinking a beer from a local brewery here in Carson City. It's an American-style sour ale called Cherry Godmother. It's pretty sour, so if you see me wincing, it's because of that.
Okay, yeah, I've not shopped with Harbor Freight, so I will look at them. I know we have a Harbor Freight in Carson, but I've never looked at their online.
Yeah, I've only been in there, I think, once.
Is that where you got your replacement parts? Oh. He bought his first tumbler there. Okay, I didn't know that. My tumbler was gifted to me by somebody, and so it's the Lordtone product, the same as yours, and that's the only place I knew to look at replacement parts.
Fucking God.
We're having some technical difficulties.
Did this get unhooked again?
Okay, it's back on. Nope, you just turned it off. You turned, okay, there it goes.
Sorry about that. My laptop just told me it was dying, and it's been plugged in for weeks. So I don't know. Can you even see what he's writing there?
Not like that.
Okay, so what was I trying to do here? Why won't it let me?
He says he ordered that joystick today.
Okay. I think you'll like it. You got the $40 one or whatever, not the $180 or $60.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was hoping more people would show up. If anybody's out there and you're not showing up in chat, please just type a message. Let us know you're there.
Probably because it's later for the East Coast.
Probably. We might have to rethink the timing on this.
What is up in the next videos?
We're going to talk about that here in a second.
First, we want to hear.
Well, so before we get started, what we kind of wanted to talk about tonight was hitting 100 subs on YouTube. That's really important for us because we have to reach 1,000 subs on YouTube before we can make any money on YouTube. And 100 subs opened up the ability for us to name our channel. So instead of World Wide Web, youtube.com/ and then a bunch of gobbledygook, now it is actually youtube.com/c/exploring this life that we were able to do last night. So we want to thank everybody for your subs. I know not everybody's going to create an account over on YouTube and sub, and that's fine. Although what we want you to do, what's up, Nick? How are you? What we want you to understand is that by you creating your account and subbing to us, it gets us further along in the mix. And we have big plans for this channel. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to take us way longer than we anticipated. We have 180 plus people in our Facebook group and only 100 subs over on YouTube. So, like I was saying, we understand not everybody wants a YouTube account. You've got enough
they don't
accounts.
understand how to use it.
Or you don't understand.
I watched YouTube for years before I could figure out how to subscribe. So some people, just don't have the inclination to want to learn, and I understand that because that's me.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Nick is a guy that I was in the military with. He's the MMA fighter.
Hi, Nick.
Let's go over some of the equipment needs or changes. What kind of things do you think you need for the channel?
Eventually better microphones. Probably something wireless. Right now I am happy with my little gimbal and my cell phone, but that's a lot of it because it's my comfort zone. It takes me a long time to learn new technology. And once I do, I kind of get stuck with it. Air Force guys.
Don't talk shit, Bruce. That guy will fuck you up. So yeah, I want new microphones too. I want them to be rechargeable because we're going through batteries left and right.
Well, and I noticed that when I try to block the wind from this, it sometimes makes more noise.
Yeah.
So, and we need something because it's always windy here. Like,
right.
It's never not windy, and most of the places we go are going to be outside, so we need something to accommodate that.
Give me just a second.
It looks fine on my end. It takes a picture every time you touch the screen. Just has been doing that. Did it to me on Saturday.
See, it says it's focusing on your face, but it doesn't look like it to
So,
me.
and this like froze it.
Hold on.
Hold on. We're just learning all of this.
Did you lose camera completely?
Oh, it's just I'm not moving. It's a picture. Thanks for bearing with us. Frozen, do you want to build a snowman? Yes. Actually, we could use some rain here. We're getting it. Hopefully. Joseph Cisneros is here. He says when you give Air Force types access to tech.
This isn't necessarily a tech issue. I guess maybe it is, but
Looks like a driver's license picture. I think it's probably better than my driver's license picture.
what is this doing?
Hi, Susie. Okay. It just went blank. Okay, we're back.
Is it back live for you guys as well? Not on my screen.
Maybe hit play again. Okay, so it's back live
There we
for
go.
us. Okay.
What's going on, Susie?
She has to go. Her phone is dying, which is understandable.
Yeah, watch later. Susie's one of the girls I went to high school with.
I know.
Um,
Papa Bear is here.
What's going on, Papa Bear?
It's a Corey issue.
It's not a Corey issue. I don't have tech issues anymore. Okay, so let's get back on track. Equipment changes. So we want to get some sort of wireless microphone that is rechargeable. And hopefully it does better in the wind than these do, even though I think these are pretty good, as long as they're not exposed to the wind. The problem I have with these is that they go through batteries pretty quick. On the information I've been able to find on the website, they talk about 2 hours per set of batteries, and we've gone well over that.
Yeah.
I think we've been pushing it to 4 hours or so. So, we will be looking at that. The ones that I want are way too expensive, so we're going to have to wait and see. Anything else?
No, but while you were gone, I saw a comment on, okay, Nick, what is this channel going to be about? Hiking videos?
Okay, so no, not necessarily hiking videos. The channel is about us going out on day trips right now, and doing whatever it is we decide to do that particular day.
And the hiking videos have just been supplemental for when Corey's been at work and I have a day off. So those are what the hiking videos are. That hiking is my passion, so I love to do that.
Yeah, so if you've been watching the videos, you'll notice that a lot of them are rock hounding, one of Honey's passions, hiking, Honey's passions. But we're also throwing some other stuff in the mix as well, where we go out and we find like caves that have Native American petroglyphs and pictographs and
Just exploring
Yeah.
old ruins and stuff.
we have some areas that we are planning to go to in the future. But because of COVID, we're not sure if we're going to be able to get in and see what we want to see.
Right.
I found out today that at the last, well, I think the last video we put up, wasn't it? We went to a cave that had pictographs in it, and I was told today that we could have just called a park ranger and they would have come out and opened the gate, so we could have gone in and looked closer at them. But there was no sign saying that. We had no way of knowing that. And we didn't see any park rangers. So to be honest, I would have never thought that. That's not a lie, Bruce.
Corey's passion is shooting things and breaking things.
Yes. I don't break a lot of stuff.
No.
I do shoot a lot of stuff, though.
So, and with what we're doing currently, like Corey's got the tech knowledge and this online presence that is not a passion of mine. So he is taking his knowledge of technology and the community he's built with you guys online and bringing that all in. So that's kind of how we're meshing things for now.
Yeah. In the future, we had plans to buy a truck and camping trailer and go out on excursions for 3 or 4 days at a time and take you to places that you may not ever have a chance to see.
Yeah, currently we're staying kind of closer to home and doing more accessible things, but that is not our plan in the future.
Yeah. This COVID thing's really thrown a screw into everything, and not only the COVID, it's the whole Antifa, BLM, Boundary Peak. Where's that at?
For 2021, July 2021, hiking Boundary Peak.
I don't know where that's at. Shoot me some information on that, Nicholas. I mean, Honey's down to do 12 miles. She did 12 miles day before yesterday.
Saturday.
I'm down for about a mile. That's all you're going to get. The world is on fire.
The highest peak in Nevada. Does Nick live in Nevada?
No.
Do you live in Nevada? Okay. Michelle Erickson.
What's going on, Michelle? How are you? Girl I grew up with. I guess we're going to kind of skip around here.
That's fine.
We're going to go away from the equipment because we've already kind of talked about the truck and trailer situation. We are not buying a truck this year, most likely. It would be an act of God if we were able to do it. And the reason is that I had planned on trading my car in on a truck and then going and buying the trailer. With this COVID-19 thing and not getting unemployment for a month and a half, our savings has been pretty much wiped out between living and creating this channel, because this is something that I thought, I don't expect this channel to make us any money.
Ooh, 7-mile hike.
In 2020. I doubt it'll make any money in 2021. But I think in the future, I would like to see the channel make money. And you'll never know until you try. And I think that with everything involved, I think we're probably $3,000 or $4,000 into it, I would guess.
And I don't know, because you've been getting the equipment.
I don't tell her anything. I just buy it.
And I tell them where we're going to go.
Yeah. We have, believe it or not, we have our separate roles in this channel. It's kind of morphed into what I thought was going to be really, really easy into being something that's really, really hard. At least in my eyes. I'm not a video editor. I don't have any aspirations of being a film producer.
Totally talking about you and you're not even paying attention.
You motherfuckers. Need more of that PT? Yeah, the only PT I'm getting is right here, buddy. That's it. My days of PTing are done. I think a 7-mile hike is doable.
It's totally doable. I eat that for breakfast.
Okay, so this is going to kind of jump all over the place because there's a lot of things that I didn't quite figure were going to fit in here. So let's go back to the equipment needs. The gimbal that I've been using for the camera that we are using right here to film ourselves, that gimbal is gone. I shipped it back yesterday. I wasn't happy with it. And the reason I wasn't happy with it is that all the reviews said that it would easily be able to handle the weight of this camera. What it didn't factor in for is the cage around our camera and our little microphone receiver. So when it was all said and done, I could not get the gimbal to handle the weight of the camera, and it made it impossible to switch the battery without having to fully go through and reset up the calibration on the gimbal. So yesterday I sent that gimbal back to Amazon. They credited the account. Last night I ordered a new gimbal that is capable of way more than we'll probably ever put on it. 6.6 pounds, I believe, is what it is. And instead of being a single handle gimbal, it's going to have 2 handles, which is going to give us more abilities to do different things with it.
Corey will push the limits.
I probably will push the limits. I always do. You're on the seafood diet. I am too. I eat whatever I want, whenever I want.
We should ask, so we wanted to ask.
No, don't skip ahead yet, because I know that's your focus. The next thing I want to talk about is a new drone. The drone I bought is a great drone. I love it. I love flying it. However, it does not do well in the wind. And we live in a very windy area. So on a couple of the videos, you'll see very brief moments of drone flying. In other videos, we get quite a bit.
Depends on the time of day and location.
Depends on the time of day and location. Early in the mornings, we can get the drone up normally, but it really depends on...
Around 10 a.m. the wind starts, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily.
Nevada is the second windiest state in America, next to Colorado. Okay, so we've done the best we can, and
Warrior's Next Adventure. Is that Nick's channel?
Yes, it's a Nick. Type up real quick what your organization is all about. Will it carry hellfires? Maybe. I mean, that would be kind. I'll get one that's got the pistol on it. No, we won't do that. Can't do that on YouTube, for God's sakes. So, new drone. Not in the near future, but I see it soon enough. There's a drone out there called the Skydio 2. It's $1,000-ish. It's got the ability to follow you as you move, and probably has the best obstacle avoidance available today. I have seen it go through tiny little holes in between tree branches to follow the person. So depending upon what happens next year, the next year after that, 2022, if other companies get on board and start doing that same kind of stuff, then I'll probably stick with DJI, because I really love what DJI has done with the Mavic Mini. If they don't, I'm going to probably get a Skydio drone next. But definitely in the future, that's a plan. I don't intend to get rid of the drone that we have, because I think it fits a need, a purpose for the channel. But if somebody were to try and convince me to sell it to them, I think I probably would. I've just got a lot of money tied up into it because I've got all the accessories, the extra batteries, 3 chargers. I've gone kind of crazy. So Warrior's next adventure, for those that don't know, they use recreational therapy for suicide prevention. They climb highest peaks in all 50 of the states, train jiu-jitsu, and they have a wolf sanctuary in Minnesota where they go and help with the wolves as therapy. Nick also helps counsel veterans day and night, 24/7, I believe.
That's cool.
And it is a
nonprofit.
It is a nonprofit. What is it, 401c or something like that? 901c. But they were recently out in Colorado and did a hike out in Colorado, which is really, really cool. But we'll definitely get together, Nick, for sure. .501c3. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was something 01. So we talked about the truck and trailer situation. Okay, so of the videos that we've produced so far, we have 14 of them, plus a couple like product reviews or whatever in between. So I think we're up to close to 20-ish.
No, maybe 16.
16, 17, okay. Of the videos that we've been doing, what do you guys like the most? What? Because we've got the rock hounding, we've got the hiking, we've got the
exploring of
ruins, we've got.
And what would you like to see within kind of that scope of what we're doing?
Yeah.
Because there are literally thousands of places we can explore here in Nevada before we even leave the state.
Yeah, so right now we're kind of limited to how far we can go in a given day. Because we do have 8 pets, we have 7 cats and a dog, and we don't like to leave them for longer than probably 10 hours.
We have a friend who comes
if
lets
he's not
Murphy
busy.
out. Yeah.
If he's not busy, we'll have a friend come and take care of the dog.
The old mining rig. Mr. Steve, well, okay, Bruce. I went 12-mile hiking with Steve on Saturday, so you will see another video with Steve in it.
Yeah. I don't know how much, I don't know how often we'll be able to get Steve on the channel. He's 77?
75, but we
75.
have plans to do more.
Okay.
And he wants to get them done now.
Yeah.
So I'll be hiking with Steve frequently.
Steve wants to get them done before he gets too out of shape or too, in his words, too old to go do them anymore. And I think we're going to do that. I would like to go on a couple with Steve as well. So.
And we walk slowly enough.
Yeah.
So the mining rig. Which one was that?
Got a kick
Minnesota?
from the old mining rig.
Would that be the Quartz Mountain?
San Rafael,
or
probably. The first.
the Quartz Mountain?
Yeah. We do have plans to go back out that way. Before we started the channel, we had hit a spot out in that general area. I don't even remember the name of it. But we had found some decent, agate or whatever? Is that what it was?
No, we were doing opal.
Opal. We had found quite a bit.
Diatomite.
And diatomite, yep. And
that man makes me look like a wimp. It's true. Not many people can hike like Steve. And like we did, like I said, 12 miles on Saturday, and it was 95 degrees.
Yeah, scoot it on. So we do have plans to go back out towards San Rafael. Not necessarily to San Rafael, because I don't think there was enough content there to.
We didn't have any equipment when we
Well,
went
that's
there.
true.
That's the problem.
Maybe we could go back.
Because literally we didn't have the drone, and you were using your very
Yeah.
old
Yeah, maybe
camera.
we
We
will go
didn't
back
even
there.
have a GoPro.
I don't have a problem going back and revisiting some of these sites that we've
I
been
didn't
that
take
we
any
didn't
video that time.
that we didn't do a good job of. So
Too damn hot.
yeah, it was. I think probably 100 degrees
I
today.
had 2 camelbacks when I hiked that.
Yeah.
One that went around my waist, and one that was a
I
camelback.
walked outside this morning to have a cigarette after I woke up, and it was probably 9 o'clock, and it was already hot as hell here. So,
But it's low humidity. It was only like 11% humidity today, so it's totally doable.
let's see what this is.
Travel, Nevada. Yeah, we're always open to suggestions of places that are close to us that you want to send us, and we'll check them out. It's in the middle. So another thing we wanted to know is, I mean, I know technology-wise, we're just learning and trying to iron out wrinkles and, with sounds and video stability and whatnot. But are there any suggestions you would have for how we're presenting the videos, as far as the layout?
As far as what Papa Bear just put in there, he said the Ghost Town Throwdown. I have no issue doing Ghost Town stuff.
Oh, I love Ghost Town.
Mine looks like crap compared to
Yeah, no,
yours.
mine's fine. It's got to be that.
Oh, that's why. But why is it? Okay, much better. Quality on my laptop just dropped down to 149 or 144p.
Correction was a good ad.
The color correction was not intended to be as dark as it was. As I was saying in the comments, one of the problems we're having is that it is so bright out when we get out to a site. And I've got ND filters on my Hero 8 and on the M50. And I had turned them both all the way up, thinking that was enough. And when we got home, I color corrected on my computer, transferred it to her computer, and it was still whitewashed out on her computer. So we've had to just kind of decide that we're going to do all the color correction on her computer. I'm not going to mess with it on mine.
Save that one too. Save that link so we can get it later. The all trails. Yeah, I love looking for the old bottles. One of my favorite things to do.
Bruce, we don't have a lot of humidity here.
Mm-mm.
It's very, very dry, but it'll still suck the water right out of you. Like if I was to go out like right now and try and wash my car, it is
Polarized filters. Works great in the sunshine. What is our filter?
I have a polarized filter. ND filters are different than polarized. Polarized filters are good for when you're shooting at water because they take the glare out of the water. You can see right through the water. It's 90 degrees out right now. So if I was to go out and wash my car right now, the car's probably still too hot to wash. You know, it's living in the desert is horrible.
But we have blue sky.
Yeah, we have beautiful skies. Out to them a lot when I was a kid. He looked for old bottles and stuff. We've been doing that as well. You'll see in the Minnesota mine video, we did some scavenging through trash piles and found 4 bottles and a metal can of some sort that had a rust hole in it. Mm-hmm. And we've brought those home. Eventually we'll clean them up and get them on display in the house.
I already have them on display.
Do you? Okay. I don't pay attention, obviously.
No. Or snow. Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't been
yeah.
getting much snow here. And hopefully, if COVID is like let up with the restrictions, we can go to Tahoe this winter. But right now, anyone outside of Tahoe is discouraged from.
I have been asked to do a trip around Lake Tahoe and to film it in two different views. One, they want to see the edited video that we put together to show what we experienced. Mm-hmm. The other, they want it to be raw
And just travel
and just
around,
the whole trip.
which is like 3 hours.
Yeah, probably. If you're not stopping at all the different spots and whatever. Both are totally doable, but not right now.
No.
I don't think it's in our best interest to go get $1,000 fine for making the
Found
trip.
some old license plates from the 20s. That is cool.
That is cool, yeah. Stuff like that would be a huge find. Unfortunately, we haven't found anything like that.
Well, and one of the issues with Nevada is that any BLM land property, you can't take a metal detector. So it's illegal in so many places to use a metal detector.
Yes. Eventually, I think we're going to buy one.
Right. Because there are some places you
But
can
we
use
have to be very careful where we use it.
No place in Virginia City can you use a metal detector.
Most of the places in Virginia City are claimed out anyway, you know. No shit. That's awesome.
Florida. We found the 1919 Pennsylvania license plate in Florida. That is cool.
So you guys want to see more, this is my takeaway. You want to see more like ghost towns and strange sites versus the rock hounding stuff, or still have the rock hounding stuff mixed in, plus the hikes. We did the Como mine.
There are literally hundreds of mines we can go to.
Yeah, we can go to millions of them probably. A lot of the issue is being able to get to them in the SUV.
Well, since we started this channel, I have a lot of people, coworkers, friends in the area that are giving me places that we should go. So I have a list of places that have been recommended to us. But
yeah, and I got some stuff. I had an eye doctor appointment today to get my eyes checked.
All of the above.
And my eye doctor was like, "Well, what are your interests?" So
I'm a nerd too.
I explained to him, you know, what my interests were. You know, shooting, going on these little trips, and you know, playing on a computer and whatnot. And he's like, "Oh my God, have you been to this place? Have you been to that place?" So I started writing them down in my phone. So we have some ideas, some stuff that had we known when we were out in Austin this last week.
We need to like do an overnighter in Austin, I
Yeah.
think, and spend some time because there are many sites
Yeah.
to go visit.
There was, anyways, supposedly just a little bit further down the road from the caves that we stopped at, there's a huge meadow. And in this meadow are some hot springs. And there's a bed and breakfast where you can stay at a Pony Express building, an actual Pony Express
and
building.
there aren't many of those full stations left.
Yeah, and he said that every stone in that building is original, which is amazing.
And we do want to take some overnighters to different places like the Clown Motel, or the Mizpah Hotel in Tonopah. Where's that one in Goldfield? I think it's Tonopah.
Tonopah.
Yeah. So we have plans to do some overnighters.
What's going on, Denise? Denise is my sister.
I know Denise.
Dinosaur bones. That's in the plans. Next trip, maybe, hopefully.
If they open the Berlin
We have to do some research.
Park, because it was closed, and I'm not sure because, you know, the governor closed part of our state down again. But that's the next thing, dinosaur bones, fossils.
Reno Mustang Ranch. Actually, is that Mustang Ranch? No, the Bunny Ranch.
But no, I applied at the Mustang Ranch.
Yeah. Honey, when we moved here, Honey thought the Mustang Ranch was a place where they trained horses. So
Hi, Denise.
she tried to,
I put in an application and got an email back from the madam and was very confused about the job that I had applied for. I wanted to work with horses, not horses.
but we have the Bunny Ranch right down the road here. And Honey's actually been in there. I've not. It's not.
Very nice people. They saved me one time when my
Yeah.
car died. The Bunny Ranch girls.
Yep. Okay, so the next question that we have for you guys, what do you think of the format of the videos? Do you like how we've got it set up?
Are they too short, too long? We're working on a new intro.
We're always going to be working on the intro and the outro. We've discovered that the videos were ending abruptly, and at the end of the YouTube videos, there's two little blocks that pop up with recommendations for different videos of ours or of other people that you might like. And we were kind of shortcutting that, or
I didn't understand that that was a part. I've been doing the editing, so
we've just had to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think we've got it now. We're saving 20 seconds at the end of the video for those to pop up. I'm trying not to talk in that 20 seconds or anything like that. So we'll work through that as well. Average is good at about 20 minutes, okay?
That's mostly what we've been shooting
Yeah.
for. A couple of them have gone longer.
Yeah. I think that if we've got content that's worth sharing, that's going to bring us to the 27-minute mark or the 30-minute mark, I'm okay with doing that as long as it gets what we're trying to convey across to the viewer. Because when we're doing a video, a lot of times we don't know what to expect before we get there. Most of the time.
Some of the places I had already been,
Yeah.
and that's why. But anything up to an hour, you know, until we started doing this channel, I wouldn't watch any YouTube video that wasn't over an hour because I like long documentaries. It's just been recently that I've started watching shorter videos, trying to watch people like us and seeing what kind of content they're putting out and how they're putting it out. So then I did start liking the shorter videos, but literally for the last 3 years, I've only been watching an hour to an hour and 20-minute YouTube documentary type videos.
And I would say in the last year, I have really started following channels on YouTube, not knowing that we were going to do this, of course, because this was kind of we had just gone out to do something because of COVID, to get out of the house, and decided on the way back that we were going to kind of try it, see how we felt we could do with this. But I've been following some channels and just, I never aspirated to edit any videos. So,
and we have been shooting probably 2 to 3 times the amount of video that actually
easily
goes into our
Yeah.
videos.
yeah.
We're cutting way.
For those of you
large
who
amounts
don't
out.
know, who've never edited like a travel video or whatever, I would say that we're in the neighborhood of 20 hours of editing, probably plus.
Some of
for
the
every video.
Some of the videos more than that.
Yeah. We're still new to this. We don't have a workflow set up. Our workflow right now is we go out, we shoot the video, we come home. Normally, I try to start that night editing my stuff down. She's doing her stuff down to get it into usable pieces for a video.
And then
It's
edit it.
her job to edit it into, I guess, what we would call a finished product.
And then, yeah, and then we go back and do the voiceovers that need to happen.
And then she'll do her voiceovers. I will come in and do my voiceovers. If there's things in the video that are kind of funky or whatever, I'll try and, I don't know as much as she does, so I'll try and do what I can to, I think it's getting kind of dark in here.
It's because the sun is setting.
Yeah.
But
But anyways, I'll try and do I'll try and do the little editing, a longer.
He takes the long video clips that he shoots and he puts them down into usable sections for me. Because the first few videos we did, I had like probably 10 hours. It felt like a video that I went through, and it took me several hours to go through it. So now, if we each just do our own videos and break them down, and then I can put them together into a usable format.
Yeah, so I think that workflow.
Hi, Lynn. That's
Hey,
our
Lynn.
neighbor. Well, old neighbor. We miss her.
Lynn used to be our neighbor, yep.
I love you. Hugs.
So I think the workflow works for us right now, as long as, and this is a caveat, because this is going to change into something different later on. This works for us now, as long as we're not going out the day before I go back to work. Because I have to be up at 4 a.m. to go to work. And if I stay up editing, some nights I've been up till 2 or 3 a.m. trying to get this stuff edited. So the plan is that we'll do the trips on a Monday. I will have Tuesday to edit the stuff down and then give it to her while I go back to work.
Except for the next couple months, my physical therapy is on Monday.
Yeah, hold
and
on. We'll talk about this in this bottom one here.
the bottom one.
So
Stick to a schedule.
the format from here on out is going to be a short explanation of the video, the intro, the video, and then the outro, right? So that's the format. If you guys have any comments, please put them in the comment section of the video so that we can respond to you and talk to you.
Preferably on YouTube if you've
Yes,
subscribed.
yes. Please do it on YouTube, because comments, likes, follows, the subscriptions, all that stuff really matters over on YouTube.
But it doesn't matter on, I mean, we like the engagement on Facebook and
Yeah.
Instagram, but it doesn't matter as much to what we're trying to build at the moment.
Right. Facebook right now is more of a community. Mm-hmm. The videos on YouTube, we really need your guys' support.
Denise, go ahead and read it out loud.
No.
Denise tells
Denise,
me,
you need to
don't
behave.
don't let him control me, and I agree.
So just for those interested, I have switched to a Second Amendment or 21st Amendment brewery Hell or High Watermelon wheat beer.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Cheers.
Going to chase lizards. Okay. You know, I chase lizards and crickets for literally an hour every time. And that will be in a video later.
There's Trisha Dodge.
Oh, Trisha, hi. See, now my friends that I know are joining. I mean, and I like all of Corey's friends too.
Whatever. Just don't even talk shit about my friend.
I'm not. I like your friends. They're nice people.
Oh, and I'm not.
I didn't say anything about you. Denise, do something.
What's she gonna do? Buy me a bag of M&Ms? Okay, so if you saw my post on Facebook a little bit earlier tonight, I was talking about yeah, that's right.
I wasn't
Papa
trash
Bear's got it.
talking.
This coming from the guy who ran me over in a game,
The
just so he
American
could get
trucker.
my stuff. No, PUBG.
Oh,
Just so he could get my stuff.
you better love me.
Better.
He does.
So here's the heartbreaking news that I was talking about on Facebook earlier. It's heartbreaking in some ways, in other ways it's not. But Honey recently got a new job. And it couldn't have come at a better time for us, I think. but at the same time, not a great time.
I'll be working like 60 hours a week through December.
So.
But I'm not sad about it.
No, I'm not sad about it either. The heartbreaking part of it is that there's a very, very good chance the videos aren't going to come as often as they have been.
Right.
So rather than one video a week or what we've been doing 2 or 3 a week.
About 2 a week at the most.
Yeah, it's going to drop down. It may take us a week to go out and shoot the video, and then another week to edit it into a video, or 2 weeks. It's kind of play it by ear right now.
Oh, no, Trisha, we're not going to move. I'm not going to leave you.
No, we're not moving. But the heartbreaking part of it is that we had kind of planned on doing these videos as often as we could throughout the remainder of this year. Once it starts getting shitty weather, we'll just try and hit the spots that are easier to get to, that are closer by. And all of that now might change.
But it's only temporary.
Yeah.
I had 4 years off of working because of my medical issues, and we have a lot of debt to pay to take care of that.
Yeah,
and
Bruce.
So this job is great.
Florida's safe. We ain't coming down there. We've already been invited.
Thanks,
Ain't
Denise.
happening. So, honey now officially makes more money than I do.
I haven't gotten a paycheck yet.
Well, that's true.
I start work on Monday. Thanks, Bruce.
So what time is it now? It's right there.
7:53.
Right there. Look at that. How good am I? Just say it. Say it. Say it.
I'm not giving you anything.
Say it. Anyway, so we have hit that hour mark. That's where we wanted to end the...
we have 6 minutes until the hour is over. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes. Do you have any questions for me?
He talks a lot, doesn't he? And Corey you know what? Corey becoming a housemaid, actually will never happen. Ever. He would live in filth rather than clean. That is making the money. Thanks, Papa Bear. Maybe it's true. You don't like
Okay, quit talking to Honey, talk to me. What questions do you have?
Look, you scared them all away.
They're not scared.
They're frightened of you.
7 people watching right now.
And they're frightened.
If you haven't talked in chat, please. Let us know you're there.
Just look at... Can they see that on camera?
No. He hears me trip over him.
Do you have your FFA drone pilot license?
I don't need the FAA drone license for my drone. My drone is 249 grams. At 250 grams, you need the license.
So with the next drone, we probably will need it.
Yes, for sure. Will I get it? That's a good question.
So you can ask Honey if we can still go out. Ask me. Can Trisha and I still go out?
Yeah, whatever.
Trisha, I always have time for you and trash.
I don't know about the trash.
Thrift store trashing.
Oh. Upgrade to a bigger drone, that's in the future. I would say, Trisha...
Yeah, you don't want to go out with Corey. You
No.
can totally just go out with me.
I'd ruin you. Your husband would hate us.
That's the current drone.
No, the current drone does not carry a...
We have many things we want to do in Vegas.
Yeah,
We have many places around Vegas, so
we do have a lot of
we will
stuff
be staying with you.
that we want to do in Vegas. We have... what was the place called that we went at one time?
We went to the Valley of Fire.
Yeah, the Valley of
And we want
Fire.
to go back to the Valley of Fire and spend
I want
a
to
lot
go
of
back
time.
to the Valley of Fire once we get the camper so that we can
But
stay
there are a
out
lot
there.
of other rock hounding places down there that I want to go, and other ghost towns. I want to go to Rhyolite.
I think for us right now, it's a matter of getting the truck, the trailer, being able to take some of the pets with us, There's so many obstacles in our way. Once we start to get to a point where we can overcome them, we will. I think the vids from the drone are pretty decent. Well, yes. However, that last trip we took to Minnesota mine,
No.
every time I took the drone up, I lost control of
But
it.
Austin, the Stokes Castle, you like.
Yeah. The Stokes Castle, what you guys didn't see,
video of it.
what you guys didn't see in that video was that, because most of it was totally unusable, I couldn't even control the gimbal on the drone at Stokes Castle. It was so windy, the drone was losing its mind. And I think I flew it for only about maybe 10 minutes. And of that 10 minutes, 2 minutes maybe were usable. But Minnesota mine, every time I put it up, within 5 minutes of it going into the sky, I lost control of it and had to use the return to home feature, which one time did not work. It hovered over in front of our truck for 5 minutes at least until we got back up there and I could control it.
The last time we stayed with you, Denise, we went to the Valley of Fire.
We stayed with Amber.
Oh, we stayed with Amber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Denise, I think back then Denise was still living in the other house.
No, it's the house with the pool.
They don't have the house with the pool.
Oh. Okay. The last time we were in Vegas, we went to the Valley of Fire, which was like 2013.
The last time you were in Vegas.
Okay.
I went down there for that job that one time.
I haven't been there in 7 years.
Yeah.
That's really awful.
Yeah. We should.
The Red Rock Area Park on the way to Utah, I don't think so. Isn't it on the way to Arizona?
Red Rock. No, well, yeah. He's talking somewhere different. Yeah, no. Papa Bear, do you go from Arizona up through Nevada to get to Utah?
All I know is we went by the dam, the Hoover Dam,
Yeah. The
And
Pat
then-
Tillman Bridge.
and then we got to the Valley of Fire. So,
But we didn't go over that bridge. Because if you go over the bridge, you go into Arizona. We never went into Arizona. We stayed in, what is it, Boulder City? Where we went into that restaurant and they had the Virginia City whiskey mug or whatever it was. If you go to St. George.
we haven't been there.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of that stuff.
Eventually, we're going to, once we really get Nevada traveled, we're going to start branching out
Well, yeah, and
other places.
so the good thing is that I work for a company that allows me to take leave of absences. So I can essentially fib and just take
Say
off.
it all online.
Well, I don't care. What are they going to do? I can take off for a year at a time and just go do what I want to do.
Which isn't going to happen.
No, that's just not me. But if I want to take a leave of absence for a month and you don't have work,
We can do that.
we can go do that.
Area 51 drone will get shot down.
Yeah, I'm not going to Area 51.
Check out the link and save it for later.
So this is kind of a long drawn out story, but I'm going to make
It's
it
8
really
o'clock.
quick.
We got to go.
I'm going to make it really quick. My ex-wife's dad was a conspiracy theorist, still is probably to this day. Thank God I don't ever have to talk to him again. But he took a trip with his children, or his child, my ex-wife, to Area 51, thinking that they would be able to drive right up to the gate and take pictures and whatever. That's not what happened. And I'll just save the rest of that for another story
Oh my
another time.
goodness. All right.
I-15 or High Watts 167.
Highway 167.
I thought I spelled bad,
Oh my goodness.
but I didn't go to school in Arizona.
Well, let's end this chat.
Okay, so we're going to end this right here. Anybody have any questions before we go real quick? Type them fast. I think this has been a successful stream.
I had fun.
Yeah, it's going to be, we won't do another until we hit
200.
200 on YouTube. Not true. We'll be back.
Good night, channel folks.
I will run you over again. I have no doubt that you will, because I'm in the desert, and that's kind of what you look for, I guess.
Okay, bye.
All right. So before we go, I'm going to switch to the stream ending. And I'm going to minimize this. The hell did my...
Nothing to show here. Look, it's playing. Oh.
Yo.
We just push end stream now.
Turn these off.
Yo. Yo.